Whenever I tell people what I do for a living, their first response is usually telling me about some frustration that they have with their iPhone and then asking me if I know how to fix it. And I get it, as good as the iPhone is, it isn't perfect. But some of the most annoying things about it have really simple fixes. So in this video, I'm going to show you 10 common iPhone frustrations and how to fix every single one of them. Some of these are quick settings changes, some are little tricks that have been hiding in plain sight, but all of them are going to make your iPhone a much less annoying experience. Okay, let's get into it. When you paste a link into an email, your iPhone now turns it into a big preview card showing the website title, an image, and a description. Sometimes that's useful, but most of the time, it just makes your email look cluttered and it can get in the way when you're trying to compose the rest of your message. You've got two options here. The quick fix is to tap on the preview until you see a little downward arrow, then choose Convert to Plain Link. That gives you a normal clickable link instead. But if you'd rather never see previews at all, go to Settings, scroll down to Apps, then tap Mail, scroll to the Composing section, and turn off Add Link Previews. From now on, every link that you paste will just be a regular link. This is one of those small annoyances that catches people out constantly. You go to turn the volume down. Maybe you're about to watch a video or listen to something, and you press the volume button. But instead of changing the media volume, it changes your ringer volume. Now your phone is set to full volume for calls and notifications, and you didn't even realize. The fix is straightforward. Go to Settings, tap Sounds and Haptics, and turn off Change with Buttons. Once you do that, the volume buttons will only ever control your media volume. If you want to adjust your ringer volume, you'll do it manually from the slider in Sounds and Haptics, but honestly, most people set that once and never touch it again. This next one comes up all the time, and it's one of those frustrations where you know something is going on, but you can't figure out how to stop it. You set your screen brightness exactly where you want it using the slider in Control Center, and then a few minutes later, your iPhone has changed it again. Brighter in some situations, dimmer in others, just doing whatever it wants. This is controlled by a setting called Auto Brightness, and the reason most people can't find it is because it isn't where you'd expect it to be. It's not in Display and Brightness, it's buried in Accessibility. Go to Settings, then Accessibility, then Display and Text Size. Scroll right to the bottom and you'll see Auto Brightness. Turn that off, and from now on, your screen brightness stays exactly where you put it. Running a YouTube channel, writing newsletters, building courses, in my world, all of it lands on one person, me. And honestly, there are days where I'd love nothing more than to just hand something off to someone, but hiring a team isn't where I'm at right now. That's genuinely why Sintra, who are sponsoring today's video, caught my attention. It handles AI differently to the main AI assistants out there. Rather than one generic chatbot doing everything, you get 12 specialized assistants, each with a proper focus. For example, Soshi handles social media, Emmy does email marketing, Millie writes sales copy, and Xiaomi manages SEO, just like having an actual team. And most AI tools have the same problem. Every time you use them, you're starting from scratch. New conversation, no memory, no context. It's like hiring a freelancer who forgets everything about you the moment the call ends. Sintra fixes that with something called Brain AI. You upload your documents, your brand guidelines, your website, anything that explains how you operate. Every assistant then draws from that permanently. So they write in your voice about your business without you re-explaining yourself every single time. For a solo creator, that's the difference between AI that saves you a few minutes and AI that actually feels like having an entire team working with you. Visit sintra.ai/PHT or use my promo code PHT at checkout to enjoy an exclusive limited time 72% off all plans. The torch or flashlight on your iPhone is really useful, but by default, it tends to come on at a brightness that's either blinding you in a dark room or not quite enough when you actually need it. And most people don't realize that you can change it. Instead of tapping the torch or flashlight icon in Control Center, long press on it. You'll get a slider that lets you set the brightness to exactly the level you want. Slide it right down for a subtle glow or crank it up to full when you need it. Your iPhone will remember the brightness level that you set, so the next time you turn the torch on, it will come on at the same level. No more being blinded at 2 a.m. If you take a lot of screenshots, and let's be honest, most of us do, you'll know how annoying it is scrolling through your photo library and having screenshots mixed in with everything else. Holiday photos, family pictures, and then a screenshot of a delivery notification or a funny message that you saved 3 weeks ago. It just makes a mess of your feed. In iOS 26, Apple have finally added a way to deal with this. In the Photos app, you can now use the filter options to hide screenshots from your main Photos feed entirely. They're not deleted, they're just tucked away so they're not cluttering things up. Open Photos, tap the filter button at the top of the screen, choose View Options and tap on Screenshots to disable them. When you do want to see them, you can either filter them back in or go to Collections, then Media Types and choose Screenshots, where they're all neatly collected in one place. It's a small change, but it makes your photo library feel so much cleaner. If you've got an iPhone 16 or an iPhone 17, you'll have the Camera Control button. It's the little button on the bottom right side of your phone, and it's meant to give you quick access to the camera. Problem is, because of where it sits, a lot of people accidentally press it just by holding their phone normally. You're scrolling through something, your thumb brushes the button, and suddenly you're in the camera app. There's a really simple fix for this. Go to Settings, scroll down to Camera, then tap Camera Control. Change it from single click to double click. Now the camera will only open when you deliberately double press the button, not when you accidentally catch it. While you're in there, I would also recommend turning on Require Screen On, which means the button won't do anything unless your phone is already awake. That way, there is no chance of it firing in your pocket either. This one has been frustrating people for years. You open the camera, you turn off live photos, you take your pictures, everything's fine. Then the next time you open the camera, live photos is back on again. It's like the iPhone just ignores what you told it to do. The reason this happens is that by default, your camera settings reset every time you open the app. So you need to do two things. First, in the camera app, make sure you're in photo mode, then tap the little menu button in the top right and set live to off, which is the icon with the strike through it. Then go to Settings, tap Camera, then Preserve Settings, and make sure Live Photo is enabled. What this does is tell your iPhone to remember the change that you just made, so live photos will stay off until you decide to turn it back on yourself. If you've got a lot of apps on your iPhone, finding the one that you want can feel like a chore. You're swiping left, swiping right, trying to remember which page you put it on, maybe hunting through folders. It's slow and it's unnecessary. The fastest way to open any app on your iPhone is to just swipe down on your home screen. This opens Spotlight Search. Start typing the name of the app and it will appear almost instantly. Tap it and you're in. The Spotlight does a lot more than just find apps. You can use it to run quick calculations, convert currencies or units, search your messages, find files, even jump straight to specific settings. Once you start using it, you'll wonder how you ever got by without it. Spam calls are a daily annoyance for a lot of people. Your phone rings, you don't recognize the number, you answer it or you don't, but either way, it's an interruption that you don't need, and it can happen multiple times a day. There is a setting that makes this almost entirely go away. Go to Settings, then Apps, tap Phone, and scroll down to Screen Unknown Callers. Choose Silent, and any call from a number that's not in your contacts, your recent calls, or your Siri suggestions will be silently sent to voicemail. You'll still see that you had a missed call, and if it's genuine, they'll leave a message, but your phone won't ring and you won't be interrupted. Or choose Ask Reason for Calling, and the caller will instead be asked to give their name and reason for calling, and you see that information on screen and can either ignore or pick up the call. It's one of those settings that genuinely changes how your phone feels to use day to day. Let's say you're looking at a photo in Safari and you want to drop it into a note, or you've got some text that you want to move from one app to another. Most people would copy it, switch apps, and paste it. It works, but it's clunky. There is a much more fluid way to do this, and it works across most apps on your iPhone. Long press on the thing that you want to move, whether that's an image, a block of text, or even a link. Keep holding it with one finger. Then, with your other hand, swipe up from the bottom of the screen or use the app switcher to navigate to the app that you want to drop it into. Once you're there, just let go and it drops straight in. It takes a tiny bit of coordination the first time that you try it, but once you've done it a couple of times, it becomes second nature, and it's genuinely quicker than copying and pasting. So there you go, 10 common iPhone frustrations and how to fix every single one of them. If you found this useful, do please consider leaving me a like and subscribing to the channel for more content like this. And if there's a frustration that I didn't cover that drives you mad, drop me a comment and let me know. See you in the next video.